Rayleigh, how are you? Rayleigh, creative travel. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Would help if I put it in gear. It works better when you put the car in gear. You notice that? I put in an R for race. I don't think the guy behind me enjoyed that too much. But you know how it is, right? How is everybody today? It's a Thursday. Thank you for joining me on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. Yes. And I've got to go into Sevierville. Sevier. I don't know how the traffic's going to be. I don't know how the traffic. I'm a little wind blocked. I had the windows open. I just left the coaster. Talking with the big guy. The big guy. And the Jurassic Times is coming along really, really nice. Kevin Music, hello. Good to see you. Thank you. Coming along really, really nice. It's all 36 holes are there. So if you haven't checked it out, Jurassic Times. It's not officially opened yet, but you know, you come on by and I'll make sure you get to play putt-putt, okay, or mini golf, or wherever it is. I don't know. It's kind of like Hoagie and Hero, right? Sean Smith, taking my lady next year during the 4th of July. Oh boy, take ibuprofen. Take some ibuprofen with you. Traffic's going to be crazy. Sorry about that. Went under a power line. Bridget 60, hello from Virginia. You're new to me. I have to look over my glasses. I'm sorry. These are for distance. William Smith, where are you going today? We're not in a hurry. No, I'm not in a hurry. Man, I was running around yesterday. I put so many miles, and the day before. I don't know if you caught the videos. There'll be another one. Part 2 will be coming up later today. I put up part 1, part 2. See, the reason I had to go into Alcoa is because, it's Miss Marie's birthday coming up. And I had to get her a special gift. The divorce papers. That's where the attorney is. Serving her papers. Happy birthday. Right? She would do that before me. Greg Miller, hello Jeff. It was nice to meet Miss Marie the other day at Goats on the Roof. Very good. I'm glad you did that. Terry Dufresne, good afternoon. Jeff, are you ready for this rain to come? No, because I just hung the clothes out. Not happy about that at all. Harvey 5. How you doing, Leslie? Say hello to Larry and the kids, the whole crew. Appreciate it. Miss you guys. It's been crazy. Kevin Music, how far from Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge do you have to go to be able to afford a house, not to be a millionaire? A very long way. There is very little cheap, if there is any. You know, I don't. Anywhere in Pigeon, there's a drop that just hit the window. Great, my clothes are going to be wet. There's 2 drops, 3 drops. It's all great. I can never make it home in time to get the clothes dry. That sucks. We miss you. I have a heart. What side is that on? It's here somewhere. Thank you. Gatlinburg is outrageous. Pigeon Forge. Now there's some back streets that you can go to and find some reasonable land. My suggestion would be, and this is how I do things, so I'm just sharing with you what I would do. I'd find an old dilapidated old house and either A, renovate it, or B, bulldoze it down and start over. You'll get a better deal that way. If you're going to buy raw land, just about every developer in this area has bought up anything good. Business is business, you know. That's the way it is, you know. Once you get out of Pigeon Forge, once you go to like Seymour, not so much Newport. If you're going to go somewhere, go to Seymour. Merivale. I try. I set the phone up accordingly the way you're supposed to do it. There's just a lot of people. If you look ahead, you'll see what I mean. There's the traffic coming in, and it's still plentiful. Lots and lots of traffic. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Gary. Sean Smith, Merivale. Yeah, I just did a video from, you didn't see that yet. That'll be coming up today. When I went to Alcoa, I took different roads, and on the way back, I went through Murrayville and took you through the historic section and some other places. And it's very nice. It's very clean. It's right by the college, so you know that there's plenty of constabulary around to make sure that the bozos aren't out of control. Alcoa, there's some iffy places in Alcoa, but there's some nice places in Alcoa. Knoxville, I would stand clear of Knoxville. All right, there's a lot of crime, a lot of drugs, a lot of home invasions, car break-ins, and stuff like that. I would stand clear of that if you can. You can go up outside. Let me catch this here. Sean Smith, what area has reasonable living? There are many, and the way to find out is there's a site, and the name escapes me. I'll try to remember, because I did it 8 years ago, and you can actually find out all the statistics on the places you're looking at. Every statistic, from crime to housing to schooling to churches to stores, anything and everything, it tells you. Just Google that, and I'm sure it'll pop up. I'm sure it'll pop up. And that's what I did, and that's how I found that Sevierville was very good. Now, I could recommend moving into Sevierville, and you will find, Sevier County, you will find property here at a reasonable price. Now, cheap, there is no such thing as cheap property in Tennessee anymore. It's where people are moving to and moving away from the craziness. I just hope they don't bring the craziness with them, which usually that's the other side of the coin, is these people go, I want to get away from all this crime. I need some fresh blood, that type of stuff. So there's the good with the bad. But in Sevierville, there's excellent pieces of property that you can buy. Now, I don't know if you're looking for a lot, an acre, half acre, 10 acres, whatever. It's available. It is here. And I took you on some back roads yesterday that you can find some pretty nice houses. Now, they're houses that were built in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And you may have to do some renovation, but that's the fun of it. I mean, I've done that for years. Can't do it anymore, but I did that for years. I refurb and rejuvenate a home. And you do it your way. You rip your counters out, you rip your cupboards out, and you put in the new stuff. And you do it as you can. This week you go, I got a couple of grand I could spend, and I'm going to put new cabinets in. And then maybe next month I'll be able to put in the countertops. You choose your battles. But if you live in Gatlinburg, forget about it. Sean, I want to retire in the Smokies. Good choice. You will not regret it. Now, of course, you'll regret it if you move right here in Pigeon Forge. At first, it's the honeymoon. That honeymoon stage. Remember that? You're married, right? Honeymoon stage, and then it turns to total disaster. Only kidding, honey. I worship the water you walk on, honey. Yes, dear. Yeah, I've learned to say that very good. Yes, dear. You can find some nice property around here. Like, for instance, did I just pass it? On the back roads that I took you yesterday, there's some really nice property there. And I noticed several houses for sale. Now, price-wise, I don't know. I didn't check into them, but they're not going to be cheap. But if you're looking to retire, buy a little chunk of property. Start to improve it. You want power, so you have whatever money you have left, you put some power in the place, and then you drop your septic and your well in, and before you know it, you're ready to build. And you don't have to build right away. You could get one of these tiny homes, and there's all different types of tiny homes. Now, if it's just you by yourself, that's great. If it's you and your wife, that's great. If you're going to retire, chances are there's no kids, right? So what you want to do is make sure that you buy something that you could, what I would do is I'd get a tiny home. Let's say I bought an acre. A tiny home, put it off somewhere on the property, not where your house is going to go, but somewhere near it, and use that as a guest residence. You won't pay all that much. You can get used tiny homes anywhere from $50,000 on up, depending on, the amenities, of course, depending on what you think you need. I'm just hitting a little blue thing. Okay, cool. Feel free to chime in at any time. And then what happens is you've got yourself like a little 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom mini house that when the grandkids come up, They could stay there, or when your son or daughter or whatever come on up, they have a place to stay and they're not invading your home, but they're still on your property and you still get together. Um, and then you proceed to build your home, your dream home, your dream retirement home. It does, big is not in anymore, by the way. Big is not in. And if you log cabins, be careful with log cabins. Lynn Jefferson, how are you? If you buy property there, can you put a mobile home on it? Only if the deed allows it. Now, if you're out in the county, pretty much there's no restrictions. You can, if it's in a subdivision, no. If you're buying a hunk of property in a subdivision, I'm sure 99% of the time they're not going to let a mobile home in there. But if you buy a piece of property just in the county, whatever size, a lot or a half acre, an acre, you can drop a mobile on there and be fun and happy. And there's some really good mobile deals up in Kodak, straight ahead from where I'm looking right now. That's out of focus. There we go. And and they'll deliver it. They have package deals, and they have single wides, they got double wides, they got triple wides. So you go according to, and they do all the financing, they do everything. They deliver it within 60 days. Sean Smith, how far is Murrayville? About 35 minutes from Pigeon Forge, if you take my back roads. And it's not, Murrayville is very close to Knoxville, and Murrayville is very close to Alcoa. They're connected, and the airport is right there. So if you like to travel or you have people coming in, you're only minutes away, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes from the McGee-Tyson Airport. And it's a great airport because they land, you're in, and you're gone. There's none of this crazy waiting or online and stuff. Really easy. Oh, no problem. Sean, no problem. And check out the video because you'll see downtown. And I did notice a couple of storefronts that were available in Murrayville, and there's always opportunity there. Bridget 60, I'd love to live there. I've been vacationing there for about 55 years since I was a little girl. So you know how pretty it is here, right? You know. There's the little blue button there. Okay, cool. Look, restrictions. What if I found the restrictions were usually surrounding places that look like... Yeah, that's true. They look like junkyards. There's plenty of property outside the proper of Pigeon Forge, Wares Valley. Forget about Wares Valley. If you didn't get in on it 8-10 years ago, it's outrageous. And same thing with Townsend. Townsend is extremely expensive to live in now, when it used to be really cheap. Almost moved there, but I wanted to be in the mountains. I wanted to be on a mountain, looking at mountains, and that's what I dreamed all my life. Dry Creek, how you doing, guys? You still down here, or are you back up home, back in Indiana? Riley Crave, Head Leslie. I got to go to Bargain Barn. I got to get raccoon food. One Ear is starting to do a little bit better. One Ear was that raccoon. Jenny M, how are you? You're new to me. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. One Ear was really in bad shape. Barely could crawl. Literally. El Skywalker, what's up? Hello, everybody. And I've been giving her antibiotics. I've been giving her amoxicillin. I shave the pill and I give little portions. I sound like that swollen fool. And with her food, I give her a little peanut butter sandwich, little pieces with the antibiotics. It seems to be helping her leg, and she had some wounds on her body, and they were infected. Lynn Jefferson, I was just home. Oh, Dry Creek, that jumped right up. Runs second church camp next. Okay, so you guys are back home. Okay. When you coming back down? When's Funtime Freddy coming back? Funtime Freddy and the All-Star Trans Marimba Band. Yep. Really sounds like fun church camp. Yeah, doesn't it? They'd throw me right out. We don't need your kind here. Jenny loves a meme. Hello, Jenny. Getting all new. I love all the new names and faces. Directly. Felt so sorry for that raccoon the other night. Oh, when it fell, yeah. She seemed to weather well. She's they were up at the cabin, and I guess she got startled because she's not used to seeing people at the cabin. Rarely do I have people in my cabin, and just close friends, the people I love, but they couldn't show up, so I invited Dry Creek over to fill the void. Just kidding. And she's got scared, and she can't climb. She got a broken back leg, and she slid down that, what's that, 35-foot pole, maybe longer. Just slid down, crashed to the ground. Like, oh God, she's dead. No, after they left, she was right back where she was, waiting for food. They're pretty resilient. Raccoons, they bounce. I've seen the babies bounce out of trees. Record probably would be thrown out. Yeah, oh, definitely. I've been giving her the antibiotics, giving her Nutrical. Some of you may know what Nutrical is. It's for animals. I'm sure people could take it. Not that I want to. It's a lot of vitamins and minerals and things that really puff you up. Super, tons of calories, all the trace minerals that you need and the vitamins, and it perked her up real quick. 3 days of that, and she really just started looking better. Her eyes were so sunken in she couldn't even see. And now she's limping around and stuff, and she's putting on weight. I'm happy about that. And she comes up every night and waits for me. She sits there, waits. One ear, she's got one ear bitten off from a fight that she was in. But she's doing better. I'm happy that she's doing better. I like to take care of animals. It's something I've always done all my life. I bring in the strays. Unfortunately, that happened with relationships too. I bring in strays. And I think I told Dry Creek, I think Funtime Freddy, that I even had a license plate made up when I was in Florida. I said, no more stray dogs. I didn't mean that literally, no more stray dogs. I meant that towards women. No disrespect to anybody out there, but I got stuck with some really strange, nasty women. And that's when I hit the road by myself. Me and my dog, we went on the road in my motor coach and just got away from everybody because I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And then I found Ann. Well, I mean, it was easy. You pick her out of a catalog, and I should have known, but it was a scratch and dent sale. I should have really been paying attention. Should have read the fine print. She's going to hate me. But I digress, because I said this is going back quite a ways, went to Alcoa to get Miss Marie her gift, and I could only find it there. And she's going to be very happy when she gets it. It's not divorce papers. Oh, God. She'll be 51 years old. She doesn't look it, Yeah, you told us. Yeah, I remember telling you, I thought, dented and scratched. Well, she showed up in a FedEx box, like a stick figure wrapped in paper, arms outstretched, like a mummy. She looked like a mummy. And I signed for the papers, dragged her inside, and the rest is history. Brings a whole new meaning to mail order bride. No, she wasn't mail order. She met me at my store, and we hit it off. Sorry that it's fuzzy like that. Now this is Sevierville. I just took the bypass, and there's Drunken Donuts. Gas is $2.81 here at I think this is Murphy here, Murphy Express, $2.81. The other places have come down, $2.99. The Weagle Weigels was $2.99, and so was the Shell. Really, dented scratch. Virginia. Hi, Jeff and Chet. Hello, Virginia. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I just figured I'd go on live. And traffic's still pretty. If you look across the street there, you can see how the traffic both ways is just packed. And I made that mistake yesterday because I had gone to the store. I pull out, and 347, Virginia says, in Pennsylvania. 347. That's kind of high. Sandy B. Hey, Jeff. How are you and Miss Marie? We're doing fine, Sandy. Doing very, very good. No complaints. I feel good. I feel healthy. John, just thinking of you. There was a local gas station chain here in Ohio, and July 4th, they're selling gas for 170. That's excellent. 176. Oh, I bet it was packed, John. I bet it was. I'd be filling up the back seat. You can always wash that out later, right? Oh yeah, the roads are packed. I don't know where all these people go. Where do they go? You see the clouds. I know I'm going to have to rewash the clothes, but I am thinking, been looking into it. How much is Buc-ee's gas? It's the same as everything here. It's, people go, oh, Buc-ee's going to be so cheap. It's the same. It was $3.19 and now it's $2.99. I haven't been up that way. I'm not planning on going up that way. I don't want to eat a brisket sandwich that bad that I got to drive 25 miles, to get that. No. I'm way too busy for that. I picked up another client yesterday. I met with him and we squared the deal away. Sandy B. When is the golf course? So if you come to Goats on the Coaster and you just tell them you talk to me, you can play. Okay? That's simple. 36 holes are there. The 17th of this month, which is coming up soon, 11 days away. There'll be 17. That's interesting. The 17 more Buc-ee's 276. Thank you, John. Jenny, thank you. Jenny. That was my other grandmother's name, Jenny. Ray the Haper Jenny. I don't know, where was I? I forgot. Oh, on the 17th of this month, 17 more dinosaurs are coming in, animatronic dinosaurs. It's just gonna be magic there, because you're gonna be able to ride the coaster, and as you go up and ride down, there'll be dinosaurs there as well, and they're gonna be roaring and lights and all sorts of cool stuff. It's amazing, amazing. Supposed to be putting up misters. Denise was supposed to be putting up misters there because it's hot out there. It was 30 cents. Jenny says it was 30 cents cheaper than the station across the street. So yeah, it's cheaper. Yes. Cheaper, especially when it comes to gas, Look at that traffic. Look at that traffic. This is going all the way into Pigeon Forge. I better stop. Be a good idea. Oops. There. I'll be sure to stop by the end of September. We'll be open by then. The end of the month, we'll be officially open. A little bit closer, you can see the traffic there. I think that's why it goes out of focus. Rick Wilson, how are you? No, I don't own Goats on the Roof. No, people say that all the time. No, I do not own Goats on the Roof. I'm involved with Goats on the Roof. Dry Creek, we needed misters. Yes, it was hot. We played the other day. Dry Creek and Funtime Freddy, Joshy and Stacy, and the kids. And we played. We had fun, but yeah, it was hot. I suffered the next day. I forgot to tell you that. I had the shakes the next day. Yeah, I shouldn't have been out in that sun, I'm not supposed to be in the sun. Teleco Toys, how are you? How far should I reserve a hotel 4th of July? A good few months. But, I mean, if you know you're going to go up for sure now, reserve it now. Just do it. Get it out of the way. Avoid the Christmas rush and do it. This way, you don't have to worry about it later. Just look at that traffic. I wonder how far this line is. That sucks. And that's something. And it's not the weekend. It looks like it rained really hard here. It's puddled up. I know when I get home, all my clothes are gonna be soaking wet. I'm going to be stuck in traffic for at least a week. They're building something new here, which I did not notice. It doesn't, thank you. It doesn't say what it is, but it's big, whatever it is. You saw that, I think. I'll bring this down because when I zoom in, sorry, there, when I zoom in, Telco Toys rainy here in Telco, Shaw Smith. Now I'm heading south. I was going north, yes. Heading towards Kodak I-40. That, oh, no. I want to get over if I can. That's my chance. And I can get over a little more. I gotta go to Bargain Barn. Then I gotta go back to Wares Valley, further into Wares Valley. I'm glad I picked up a new client. I got several in the last week. You see, you got your Chick-fil-A, hammocks, Five Below, Freddy's, Funtime Freddy's. Freddy's is an ice cream place, if you're wondering. Haven't tried it. I stay away from the ice cream. Too tempting for me. Way too tempting. But this traffic is really bad. I will definitely be taking the back roads home, if I remember. But I tried that. Remember, I think I got off that conversation. I was heading back home, and I go, oh no. All I was look ahead, and then in the camera, and I go, this sucks. I could see all the way, like the Pigeon Forge. It was dead stop. So I said, all right. I've already done. I already showed you guys, veterans, and that's a great way to go, Veterans Boulevard. And I said I'm going to go a different way. So I went down Apple Valley. That's another shortcut, which is straight ahead here. If you stay in this lane, just keep going, and you head towards. You get past. In fact, if you go to Olive Garden and Red Lobster, you turn right there. That's New Era, and that'll get you. Just stay on it and just turn left. If you want to go to Pigeon Forge, just turn left. Don't turn right. You come back out here. Common sense stuff. And then you can take the back roads and have a nice leisurely drive that doesn't take a lot. It doesn't stress you out. Doesn't take any more time than if you were. Well, actually, it takes less time if you're stuck in this stuff. Because if you're here, you're going to be here a while. I mean, look, what did I go? A couple of 100 yards. There's Cracker Barrel, Kroger. We will be doing, Miss Marie and I will be doing cooking. Some coffee. Probably tonight. Cooking a few dishes. And she already gave me the list of the things I gotta buy. Freddie has good burgers like Steak and Shake. I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out. Clear Signal Productions. Hello there. What do you do? Is that a business? You do videography? There's Lowe's. Don Marcos. Went home through Maryville to avoid all the traffic. Did you like that drive? Because you'd never done that before. Remember, we talked about that. And I told you, take the road. It's 129 is the 321 to 129. That's all you got to do. And that'll get you to where you want to go. Just pull over here. I hope I don't lose the signal. I'll be so angry. So angry. Oh, there's the diner right there. Great place to go. You want great food? Go to that diner. This is Sevierville, by the way. Go here. Go to that diner. I promise you, we go there often. park right over here for a couple of minutes so you can see the traffic. Hey, Pat. Patricia Bailey. Where does Miss Marie get her fish? From the Asian supermarket, the Sunrise Supermarket in Knoxville. They got fresh fish there. And they cut it up for you. They gut it. They do everything for you. Pick out the fish you want. They pop it on the head. And then you tell them how you want to cut in 3s, 4s, gutted, head on, head off, tail on, tail off. Yes, you did tell us. And we did like it. Yeah, I knew you would. I knew you would. Because it's a nice drive. And you didn't get lost, did you? You just stay on 129, 320. There are other ways to go, but that's the quickest, straightest, funnest route. Is 129, 321 to 129. You take 321, and it'll bring you right into Townsend. There's several ways to go. Go get into Townsend, and then just head up the road a piece. I'm trying to think all the other. There's like 3 or 4 different ways you can go, which is fun. Sean Smith, I love that Japanese restaurant, Sakura. Sakura, one of our very most frequented places is Sakura. If you like Japanese and Chinese food, whether it's from the hibachi or on the buffet, that's the place to go. One low price. Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's $10.95. You can't find a deal better in the Smokies like that. And I've had a couple of people go, oh, I've been there, it's garbage. Well, they don't know what they're talking about. We go there all the time, and I like good food. I don't eat crap food. It's cooked fresh. It's delicious. No other place you can get 5 different varieties of shrimp, and all for that one low price. And if you don't want the buffet, go to the hibachi. They'll cook it right in front of your face. And they got the dessert bar, the salad bar. One low price. You can't beat it. Sakura. Check out the videos. You'll see it. Go to Vacation Station TV, go to the playlist, and look under restaurants, and you'll find Sakura. And you'll see the videos, and you see for yourself. I mean, the place is packed all the time. If it was so bad, why is the line out the door all the time? You always get those whiz-bangs that, crappy food. You know, well, what are you eating? I'm having a hot dog. Yeah, you can tell what good food is. You know. You're welcome, Patricia. PB on the go. I was thinking of you the other night. Hey, not in that way. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Doing good. I was playing Saints and Sinners. I can't remember which one I loaded up because I recorded like 3 or 4 on Redemption. And I don't... Did you see any of the Redemptions, or did you just see the introduction to VR? Because it was raining hard the other night, and I said, this is a great time to kill some zombies. Time to cut some heads off. And I get deeper into Redemption, and I'm really taking it serious, reading the journal and manufacturing my own guns, making medicine and stuff. It's really simple. Don't let that confuse you. Like, what do I have to sit down at a table and make medicine? No. It's all about collecting things and building it, and it automatically builds it for you. You just collect the stuff. You even collect, and this I didn't know till I hit this part in the game, you got to collect bugs, and you got to collect skulls, you got to collect mushrooms, you got to collect all sorts of weird stuff, but you can only do that with a special flashlight that you have to earn, and it's kind of like an infrared or black light, more like a black light. And then you go out at night, which scares the hell out of me. Oh, it always does. You go out at night through these graveyards and down these roads and in these buildings, and you got a really cool flashlight. I mean, it has the regular light, and then it has the black light. And when you shine it, it really does shine where you shine it. It's so cool. It's like as if you went down in somebody's basement with a flashlight and you're looking around corners. Oh my God, the things that pop out at you and stuff. So in the meantime of killing zombies and watching out for the humans that are trying to kill you all the time, because you got 2 groups of people that are trying to waste you, because you're considered the tourist. You play the game as the tourist. And they don't like the tourist because the tourist is really hurting them. So you're being hunted by 2 groups of humans, and you're being also hunted by zombies. It's very intense, but fun. More fun than you should be allowed to have. Direct Creek. Someone else told us about it too, but oh, okay, okay. Virginia. Hey, PB. Sean Smith. Yes, PB on the go. Hotel Toys. See, there's great fly fishing in your neck of the woods. Yeah, there's excellent fly fishing up there. Sakura is good and clean. Thank you, Rick. They take good care. The girls there are wonderful. It's all family operated and owned. They're um, they're all related somehow. Like the guy at the hibachi is the uncle, is Helen's uncle. Helen's the owner, and Jackie, and it's her uncle. And her mom and dad come in all the time. Jackie's mom and dad come in all the time. They're from China, and they're sweet people. And it's a great place to go. It's not your typical tourist trap. You want good food, really good food. You want to eat till you pop like a tick. That's where you go. Sean Smith, it's better than Japanese places. Yeah, I've been to a few Japanese places, and some are good, some are not good. And you know, the only way you find out about it is you go there, and then you go, oh, that was delicious, that was good, or man, that was crap, and you learn, you write it down. John Esmond, I highly recommend the diner compared to Mel's. Thank you, John. I tell you that? I told you that months ago because I know you love going to Mel's, and that's fine. You can go to Mel's. I don't have an issue there. Um, but it's bland compared to the diner. The diner, my goodness, and even Josh agrees with me. You get the Reuben, if you like Reubens, because I like corned beef. It is fantastic. It's as good as any New York Reuben I've ever had. And I'm from New York, and I used to work in the city, and I'd always go get Reubens, that bagels and knishes. A knish is like a potato, a bun made out of potato on the inside, soft potato, onions, and stuff like that. And I get them every day when I was working in there. And I'd love to get a Reuben, usually for dinner. If I was working late at night for dinner, I get a Reuben. And they are as good as that at the diner. They cook it right there. They don't import. See, all these restaurants you see in fast food land, for the most part, Cisco, American Foods, and a few other uh, places deliver the food that they serve to you for an ungodly amount of money. This is a fact. So if you went to every restaurant on the row, let's say you went to 5 restaurants on the same road, chances are Cisco delivered the same food to them. USA Foods delivered the same food from their truck. They go from one building to the other. So you're getting the same meat, same vegetables, same mashed taters, same sauce. It's all the same crap. And they put a fancy sign on the front. They put a bunch of log cabin crap in the inside, a couple of bears to make you feel comfortable and warm and fuzzy. And then they charge you an outrageous amount of money. Why would you do that? Why would you fall for that? Because you're a tourist? Well, I think you're smarter than that, because if you're on this channel, you're smart. And I try to give you the lowdown on everything that's going on here, because I don't want you to be taken advantage of. Look at that traffic. I'll zoom in a little bit because I'm not moving. There. PB on the go says, I've been Branson fishing and shopping and haven't had time to play. I understand. I don't play it all the time, but usually when it rains or really late at night when I'm tired of editing, I'll take a break and I'll throw that on and I'll play any one of the number of games. Medal of Honor is good too. I like Medal of Honor. It takes place in World War II, and you've got to get through all these places in Nazi Germany and I think France and a couple of other places. And very, it's intriguing, and it really challenges you on how to get in and out of places. I mean, for instance, like you're in a sub that sinks. So the sub is sinking. You've got to get out of it. You've got to figure a way out. And many times I died underwater. Many times, blah, 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 down I went. Because I wasn't paying attention to where my escape route was. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Teleco Toys, PB on the go. Great fishing up there. Yes. Sean Smith. What's the new diner going in below Jason Aldean's rooftop bar? I know which one you're talking about. It's a little cafe kind of place, and I haven't been there. I'm sure the other guys that live in that area, they'll do that because that's all they do, and they'll tell you whether it's the best thing they've ever eaten or not, which that's every restaurant. Dry Creek. Sun Diner. Sunliner? No. Uh, Sunliner Diner is overpriced and not all that good. I've been there several times and disappointed all three times. We go to the diner right here behind me, by Aldi, and what else is here? Go right across the street from Golden Corral. There's only one Golden Corral here. Right across the street from Golden Corral, the diner. Great food. Breakfast. We go there for breakfast. Delicious breakfast. And lunch, dinner. Never been disappointed in 8 years. Or I could say, like a couple of weeks ago, I was highly disappointed in a couple of restaurants we went to. Didn't even videotape it. Well, videotaped it, but not showing it to you because it's just, I don't do the foodie thing, you know. I videotape it, and if I want, I'll put a short up or something. But some of them are so nasty, and they charge me a lot of money. They have the nerve. John Esper, did you see the yanking the stuff? Got the TV there. Yeah, I don't agree with it. I think, first of all, the accident didn't even come near them. And if you saw the video, they screamed like two little pussy children. These are grown people. These people grown, crying and screaming like they had been hit or something. Wasn't anywhere near them. Didn't touch them. And then they capitalized on other people's misfortune by, I don't think for a minute he didn't call the TV station, and he arranged for that, and he got paid for that. Plus he's getting paid for, you know, his YouTube stuff. I think that's despicable that you capitalize on someone else's misfortune. But that's typical of them. I mean, they're useless to good people. They're not good people. This is my opinion. They're not good people. And I got a real problem with the way they do stuff. They take advantage of people with their Patreon and all that. And how do you think they get to go all around all these places and act like total buffoons and you watch them? What's the matter with you? Why would you go to Freddit's when Freddit's goes and tears them apart and you get a good laugh out of it? Because then you really see the true person on how effed up they really are. Sean Smith, they're opening second location. Patricia Bailey, true. Thank you, Pat. Paula Dean is awesome. She's got good food there. You want to get filled up on country food, you go to Paula Dean's restaurant. It's a, what do they call that? Country. It's whenever they put a bunch of, they don't give you individual plates. You get a plate to eat, and then they put out the country style, family style. That's it. There's plates, and you eat from it. And it's good. It's good. You know, it's not outrageously priced. Dry Creek. You must be talking about the space right next to the Sun Diner, the Sean Smith. We're not sure to go beside it though. Sunliner Diner. I've taken a few people there and been very disappointed, and I couldn't believe when I got the bill. You know, for a couple of hamburgers and stuff, I was like $80 in the hole. I said, these are hamburgers. I could buy a cow, butcher it, and I'd have meat for a year. PB says, I'm back in Nebraska, so crappy weather weekend. Go ahead, check out Oculus and Redemption game. Great week. Yes. I think you'll like it because the graphics are superior. Not that they weren't superior to Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and that's pretty good. This is far superior. And the game is more intense. And you notice that in Saints and Sinners, you lived in the bus. Remember that I did a video on it? You live in the bus? Well, no, nay, say I. You don't live in the bus anymore. You live in a crypt. That's right. In the cemetery, you walk down into this labyrinth of crypts, and you live in one, and you got a workstation in one. It's very cool. Very, very cool. Sean Smith, just called the diner. Yeah, it's just called the diner. It's not the Sunliner. It's not any other. That's not Mel's or anything. It's the diner. Right across from Golden Corral and Pizza Slut. Pizza Hut is right here. Here, there's pizza. I hope I don't screw everything up. There's Pizza Hut right there. There's Pizza Hut. It's right behind me. Directly behind me. Love the food. Dry Creek, Sun Diner. Jason Aldean's. Sun Diner. Sunliner Diner or Sun Diner? The Sun Diner is the one in Gatlinburg, right? Frog King, how are you? Tony, right? Or Tom? I think it's Tom. Tom, how are you? John Esper, I agree with you 1,000%. Thank you, John. Thank you, Yeah, I think it shows a real poor taste and judgment that these clowns get away with that and their alleged dopehead sister or whatever the hell. I mean, they're the laughing stock of the Smoky Mountains, and I know they walk around like they're superstars. They're not superstars. They're the laughing stock of the Smoky Mountains. And sure, they got 80-something thousand subscribers. 80,000 foolish people who subscribe to that stuff. And I don't subscribe to them. Nope, I refuse. R. Singh, hello from Dayton, Ohio. Not far from where John Esper lives. Five Oaks is good. Always a line, though. That I didn't like. But the food was good. I had breakfast there. I had the waffles. I had the Belgian waffle, and that was really good. Belgian waffle and a couple of eggs. That was excellent. That waffle was crispy. It was nicely done. I was impressed with that. Yeah, Five Oaks is good. Cheryl Keene. Hi, y'all. Glad you survived the 4th. Yeah, hit those. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't do anything for 4th of July. I stayed home and with the wife. Dry Creek, Sundown. Yes, that's right. That's the new one that's right below Jason Aldean's place. They just opened up recently. Frog King, I'm good. You? Excellent. Doing fine. Everything is going good. Things are looking up. Not that they were looking down, but they're looking up. Hit the little blue button. I was appalled by that. That swollen orca had the nerve to capitalize on that. But if you notice, Fredditz did 2 videos on that, and I applaud him for that. 2 videos exposing them for the creeps they are. They're creeps. Oh, man, it makes me, and Marie goes, why do you get so mad? I said, because people like this, they're getting all of this exposure, and for some reason, people like it. But I think, and we've discussed this before amongst my closest of closest, I think people watch them for the train wreck, because it is such a train wreck. It goes to show you that the most unintelligent people in this world can be successful. It's the only positive thing that comes out of that. That you can be a total buffoon, can't pronounce a word clearly, can't structure a sentence from beginning to period without effing it up every time, and still be successful. So there's some hope for the idiots of the world. 2 in 1 day. That's right. That's right. I mean, he saw right through their garbage. Cheryl said, you should take that close call as a wake-up call, not a chance to be dorks cleaning it up. Yeah. That idiot didn't even get out of the car to see if anybody was hurt. He made sure he got the video first. Now, most normal human beings would help another human being. They go, no, we're fine. Let me check the car. Let me check mommy's car and see if it's scratching on. And the other orca there, she's going, oh. I mean, it sounds like a little child that had been startled, and the idiot in the back, her eyes are rolling in the head as she's rolling a joint. And I'm going, this is what you let your kids watch? This is the crap you look at? You people, what the hell is wrong with you? You're making them rich. Well, they're not rich. Believe me, they're not rich. It's sickening sometimes to watch these fools. But I, too, watch Fredditz because I want to laugh, because I've known all along when we got here 8 years ago that these people were phony, they were grifters, that they're not what they claim to be, and now it's all emerging. And everybody who's on there, just look at the comments. You'll see. Nobody says anything good except for Tony, whoever the Tony idiot is. He's another loser. Who did I miss here? I'm sorry. Alice Moore, how are you, dear? Dry Creek Tom, yes. Patricia, my kids have Saturday off from work. Are there any special things going on? Not that I'm aware of. There's always something going on here, but to my recollection, nothing big is going on. We already had the Quilting Fest. I think the basket weaving festival is coming up next. Then, of course, coloring books. Uh, the Jeep invasion is coming up in August. That's going to be funner than fun. I can't wait. I love I love videotaping all the Jeeps because there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Jeeps that go by me, and I have to figure where I'm going to do it because I can't do it anymore in the national forest. So I'm going to think of something else. Frog King, I emailed him apologizing for breaking his 54 straight video streak on the follies, but he never responded. Maybe he will. I don't know. Sean Smith laughing. Patricia Bailey, when is the Jeep invade? I think, Denise, check it out, or Leslie or Denise, check it out. I think it's the 17th of August. It's either, I don't have a calendar in front of me. I think it's the 17th of August. And it's always fun because they're everywhere. Jeeps are everywhere. And they're fun people. I mean, they really take their hobby serious. And I enjoy talking to them. Alice Moore. I'm good. Just left yesterday and blast down. I'm glad you had fun, Alice. You can't go wrong. R. Singh. Jeff wanted to move to Tennessee by fall. I want to live close to Sevierville. Only problem, I can't find any housing like apartment. Yes, you can. You got to look. It's there, and probably nobody turns you onto it. There's several places around here that if you're looking for apartments, in fact, I think it was called the Smoky Mountain Apartments. I saw that yesterday. And they're building new ones here. The one on Veterans, that's a nice place. You'd like that. It's right across from the Ridge and Welkey Clinic, Welkey Walk-in Clinic. And it's tucked away where you don't have traffic, and it's a nice place, not overly expensive, very clean, and it's brand new. The name of it, they never put a sign on there, but it's the only apartment complex that's there. I look every time I go by, what the hell is the name of this place? You know, you think they put like Vinnie Boom Bot's Apartments, and I go, that's where it is. There's no sign in there. I don't understand people. Pat says, my kids work at Wendy's to do things on the weekend. They have to work there and to schedule weeks ahead of time. I understand that. 24, 25th, 26th. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. August 24, 25, 26. But I can tell you the Jeeps will be up here the week before and the week after. They usually stay for 2 weeks. From what they had told me, they take their 2 weeks vacation up here and they drive all around in groups, like bees in a hive. No, I'm not kidding. Okay, and so you'll be going places and a couple hundred Jeeps will go by and one looks cooler than the next one. Sean, what's being built Gatlinburg where those buildings burnt down? I saw a builder's name up there the other day, and from what I'm told, I think is it Puckett's that's going to rebuild, and allegedly the China Bazaar. Now, whether that's fact, that I do not know. Pat says, I have bad news. The reason why I've not been up here, my boyfriend last year got ill. Sorry. He passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2 days after Christmas. I'm sorry there. Pat may rest in peace. You know that? And it's no fun to lose anybody. You know that? That's why you should appreciate who you've got in your life if everything is cool. You know what I mean? And don't take it for granted that those people are always going to be there, because they're not. Everybody dies sooner or later. If you're in a marriage, one of you is going to die before the other, or you're both going to die in a fiery accident. You know what I mean? That's the way life is. You come, you go. In between, you love and cherish those moments. No matter what, the good with the bad, because even with the bad, you appreciate the good, because without the bad, everything would be like a strawberry sundae every day. You get sick of it after a while. So yeah, you may argue every once in a while, or you get thrown out, or you get your life threatened with a handgun. All right. Things happen. Oh, God. Focus. Wayne McAllister, the Tennessee State Square Dance. How about that? Square Dance Convention will be there August 3rd through the 5th at Gatlinburg Convention Center. It's an awesome event. Sharon and I have square danced for 48 years. You do-si-doed for 48 years. We'll be there. Look us. Okay, that's very fun. That's very fun. Now I know what is the quartet? Wayne, when do they do the quartet here at the LeConte Center? Because that draws a huge crowd. Dry Creek. They're supposed to rebuild Puckers. That's what it's, Puckers. Why do I call Puckets? Oh, because there's Puckets in Sevierville. Puckers. Okay. Now, whether that happens or not, we don't know. Pat says, hi. His name was John. John was a Native American chief and a Vietnam veteran Marine. God bless him. How about that? I love talking to the Native Americans. And I used to travel the powwow for a while, long before you knew me. And learned a lot. There were at least 4 nations that traveled where we all went. And I gabbed with every single one of them to get their insight on the world and the way things are. I enjoyed that very much. Arsenic, thank you, Jeff. I will check them out. Mama Bear, I haven't seen you in a while. My sister lives in those apartments off Veterans. They are huge inside. There you go. Mama Bear says it. Mama, what did the prices start at? I vaguely remember around, it was either 600 or 800. Like 600 something was for a 1-bedroom, but I could be wrong. You tell me. Well, if you know, I would appreciate that. I keep having to put the wipers back on. Joseph Sampson, you're new to me. You must be blind. Will and Dawn were inches from being... No, and that's bullshit. Joseph, look at the stupid video. They weren't... It was nowhere near... It was 5 to 10 feet away. Look at the video. Don't listen to his mouth. 5 to 10 feet away. It was in the median, not the medium, the median, and they were not in the medium. They were in the lane. So, no, it's not. It's all BS. It's just him grabbing and growling. It's just, oh. People like that make me sick to my stomach. But their karma's coming. I'm telling you, their karma is coming. What's that face for, Denise? Wayne McAllister. Quartet Convention. There you go. Thank you, Wayne. Quartet Convention, September 24th through the 30th. That is a big draw in this town. Buses from all over the United States come here to do quartets. I think Funtime Freddy and the all-star trans marimba band will be singing "Oh, Them Golden Slippers." Oh, them golden slippers. Oh, all of us. Mama Bear, I'm not sure of the prices. Wayne, Will and Dawn are insult. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, they're an insult to the human race because they're like barnacles. They use people and then they hook on to whatever and they make money from it. That's grifting. And to me, it's an insult because there are really good YouTubers out here that work hard at their craft. Real hard. I'm one of them. I take time to edit. I take time to do things. Believe it or not, I actually know about the subject that I'm videotaping before I videotape it. I do a little bit of homework. Unlike wow, wow, wow. Did you see that? Did you see that? God, it's so basic. R. Singh, Mama Bear, what is the name of the apartment? Mama Bear, what is the name of it, being there isn't a sign out there? And it's a nice apartments, I believe. Mama, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they have 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom. And there's 3 levels. There's ground level, 2nd level, 3rd level. Plenty of parking, clean, no pools, none of that nonsense. You don't want that because you're going to pay for it. You want basic living that's clean, drug and crime free, and I can guarantee you it is. They don't put up with any nonsense there. That's what's nice about Sevier County. The local constabulary here, they are not going to put up with your shenanigans. You know, other places, yeah, but not in this place. These guys are on the ball, and they like where they live too, and they keep the yo-yos out of here. They keep the people that make life miserable, they keep them out of here, and I'm thankful for that. If any of you guys out there, any of our law enforcement or local constabulary, I appreciate you very much, because I know you're Johnny on the spot when we need you. No matter what, you're there in force. Wayne McAllister, amen. Thank you, Wayne. It makes me feel bad that there are some really good YouTubers out here that they put their whole heart into what they do, and then they get, uh, they'll do a video, and you can see that they put a lot of time into it and a lot of effort, and they did their homework, and then some trash bag steals their technique, steals even their title. Somebody, Denise, look at, you know who I'm talking about. Look at the title that guy did. He took my title from my video, put it on his video. I go, what an a-hole. Use your brain. God, some people. Mama Bear, I'm waiting to hear an answer. I can't remember the name. Mama, I never even found a name. I just went in there and did a video. And I looked all over the place. And I never found out the name of it. Now, I know there was a farm there at one time, many years ago, and then maybe they named it that. I don't know. Still a lot of traffic. Definitely a lot of traffic. And it's drizzling. Yeah, my clothes are wet. I'm sure of it. Darn. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you I'm looking into. I've been went to several sites, went to the home site, and even saw videos that people have been using this new washer and dryer. It's called the All-in-One, the GE All-in-One. And it's a washer and a dryer, and it runs on 110. At first I was very skeptical because some of these earlier models, they ran like crap. But this one has really high ratings and regards from the people who have bought it. They're happy with it. It works. It does the job. It doesn't take up any more space. Instead of having a washer and a dryer, it's one all-in-one. So you can get rid of one of those units, and it's super energy efficient. And I liked what I read, so I'm looking into it. A little pricey right now. I'm going to probably wait till the price goes down. It's $2,000, but I'm waiting till it goes down. I'm waiting to hear. Okay. Ed with 2 D's. Whatever that was. Whoever grabbed that, I didn't catch it. Probably a Yitz lover. Hey, if you're a Yitz lover, what are you doing on my channel? If you like that, stay there. Go there. Worship them. Send them all your money. They'd appreciate that. So they need to go back to Europe again. Go to Paris for, 1 day and and then have a layover because you're too stupid to get on the train. People like that shouldn't breed. Thank God they don't. No youngins for them. Riley. And stay there. And stay there. One-way tickets. Oh, I wouldn't do that to another country. Oh, that would be, a war would start. It would upset NATO, the bombing and all that stuff. Go, why did you let these 2 orcas into our country? What the hell was wrong with you? Better you than us. Unbelievable. You go to Paris and have a hamburger. Not a cordon bleu, nothing like that. No, give me a hamburger. What a fat fool. Unbelievable. Really, maybe send people like that Washington, D.C. It would drive some politicians. That, or you'd find them in the presidential suite You know, that would be our luck. Wayne says, Jeff, besides we follow Fridays, they're good people. Mike and Karen, friends from North Carolina, remember, good people. JB in the Hills, Smoky Mountain. There you go. There you go. I have no problem with you following other people. I just don't want people follow them. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing you're going to learn anything from. And the other thing you're going to learn is how to mispronounce words and how not to structure a sentence and how to eat like a glutton. There you go. All the things, just about everything from the 7 deadly sins. If any of you know what the 7 deadly sins are, I think they got 4 out of the 7 down pat. Pretty much. They'll be hell to pay. Oh, and of course, they go around holy this, holy that. The guy couldn't recite one verse from the Bible. Not one. Not one. I've heard him. I've heard him try to. He's an idiot. Robin Thompson, it's always about him. He wants, yeah. Oh, yeah. Never what his wife wants to do. He's a narcissist. He's self-serving. Just the type of people I would never give the time of day to, because I know that their intentions are ill intent. There's nothing good going to come out of that mouth. A lot going in, but nothing good coming out. Frog King. Found that funny. I'm glad you did. Wayne, I totally hate the way Will treats. Yeah, well, he's a womanizer. He definitely does not respect women. He, I can't go with that. I can't go with that. Frog King, he doesn't know sport. No, he thinks he does. R. Singh. Thank you, Mama Bear and Jeff. Anytime, R. And good thing about it, they'll be around when you're long gone. Oh, I doubt that. And, oh, you are a lover and a follower, huh? Denise, find out who this clown is. Or Leslie. I know you're right. I think you're still there, Leslie, aren't you? Be around a long time. With the amount of calories and food they put in there, I tend to doubt that. I tend to doubt that. But time will tell, right? That doesn't matter to me. It matters that people that I know are duped by these fools. Totally duped by them. And they believe what they say. And it's all BS. The whole thing is BS. Ed. Riley, we appreciate your support over here. At Ed. Frog King. Yeah, Ed, what are you doing in this channel? Why? You getting a rise out of this because we mentioned you? It's probably it's anyway. Somebody called them up. You know he's teasing you, Frog King. When I see the first. Frog King says, when I see Will, that's the first thing I'll think about in longevity. Yeah, I would, if I were him, I would be looking at myself and saying, man, just look at some videos back just a couple of years and up to now. Definitely bad health is in your future. Wayne says, I love my wife, Sharon. She tells me I have to. Yes, mine too. Mine too. Every day. Not really. Marie's a sweetheart. Isn't she, Denise? Isn't she, Leslie? She's a sweetheart. She's a workaholic, though. Can't get her to stop. I told her I want to start traveling because I'm looking at a new motorhome. And she goes, well, what am I going to do? What about the coaster? I said, you can either quit or go on a sabbatical. Oh, no, I can't do that. I love what I do. I go, honey, why? She's just that way. She loves to work, and when she gets home, that's all she does is clean and work. Robin says he doesn't support any other. No, not at all. And I believe you should be supporting everybody except them. Everybody who's trying to do the right thing and make good videos and give you informative videos, educational videos, information that you can use. That's why I always do the shortcuts and the back roads, because I want you to be able to get around here and not get not be like these people here, because right up ahead you can make a right at the convention center on Gist Mill Road and make a right, and then just turn left on what is that, old Knoxville Highway, and it'll take you right into Pigeon Forge with little to no traffic. I do that for you guys because I had to learn that when I came here, and I want to share that with you. It's not my road. I want you to have fun and not be crazy in your head by the time you get into Pigeon Forge. You're ready to get out of the car, start screaming. I'd love, this is where I said I would love a Tiffin motorhome. Yeah, nice stuff. We have a fifth wheel, but live in a motorhome would be awesome. I lived in a motorhome. I had a Coachman Santara with the 4 spill outs, the pull outs and stuff. It's fun, but after a while it was too much to drag around. That's the one thing I didn't like after a while, is that everywhere I went I had to take it with me, and it's like, So I'm looking at a Class B now. It seems like the most popular one now is the Travaco. I looked at those, and they're too narrow for me. They're basically a van that's been renovated. I'm looking at something else. It's called an Awasi. It's made in Italy. They've been making it for 45 years. It's one construction. It's fiberglass, one piece, no seams, no leaks, no nothing. And it's perfect for what we would be doing. We're not doing long term, but it has everything. A full bath, nice full bath, kitchen, and they have a patent on their bed. I think I showed that to Denise the other night. They have a patent, comes down from the ceiling. So your bed isn't a couch/bed. You got a beautiful couch that you could make into a bed if you want, but a full-size bed, or was it a queen? It's one of the two. Comes down from the roof. You don't even see it, and you still have over 6 feet of room to your head. Over 6 feet of room. It's very well thought out. 45 years of figuring it out. That's why. Looking at it. Picture the feeling of a paycheck with one's name on it. When you earn it. That's right. When you go out and earn your living, you tend not to piss it away. You don't go out and buy stupid things with it because you worked for it, and you learn to respect that you got to go back to work to earn more of that, and you got bills to pay. So you take care of your bills first, then you play later. It's always pay now, play later. It's not play and then pay, which a lot of people have it all screwed up in this world. Sorry for it's not focused. Why not? There. Virginia Dry Creek. What is longevity? Is that a definition of me? Yes. Any of us who have lived a long time. Yes, it's very muggy, Sean. Very, very muggy. It's only 77 degrees right now, but it's very sticky. And I don't like sticky. Dry Creek. I don't think they're meaning it like that right now, Virginia. But no, Virginia, you're too young. Yeah, it doesn't. Young is a state of mind. Old is a state of mind. If you want to feel old, you'll feel old. And you'll die soon, because you're rewiring yourself to think that you're that close to death. When your number's up, your number's up. Till then, live life. Do everything you want to do that's what you've had in your bucket list for years, and hopefully you get to the bottom of the bucket when the number's called. If not, oh well. Maybe my bucket was too deep. Riley says, yeah, Travados are nice. Yeah, made by Winnebago, that's right. And the one that I'm looking at has a Ram ProMaster chassis and the 6-cylinder. It comes, the one that's in Europe, in Italy, it's made by Fiat and all that stuff, which I'm not a big Fiat fan. It has a different chassis, but the ones they're now delivering to America on a ProMaster chassis with a Ram engine in it, and it's all Americanized. The plugs are not European plugs. If you get a chance, look it up. Look up Awasi. O-A-S-I, I believe is how it's pronounced. Clear the window again. Maybe that'll help. Wayne McAllister says, Sharon and I love Miss Marie. We want her to fix us meals. I'll repay her with My southern comfort food. There you go. She loves to cook. Frog King travels longevity. I don't think Will is going to be around for a long. No, no, no. With the amount of pork that he's pushing down his face and stuff, no. The health. You could just look in the guy's eyes. Both of them. She'll outlive him, but he's. I don't believe he's long for the world. Um, it's going to come on suddenly. And Carmen's like that. Cheryl King, Fridays Forever has the. Yeah, they got the Class B. They got the Travaco, and I think they got the G model. The K model has the rear bathroom. They have the side bathroom, which I looked at that and it's too small. The side bathroom is too small. The K model has the rear bath, which is nice. It's good. It's big enough for a larger person, and tall enough where if you're 6 something, you'd be fine in there. That's why I'm looking at the Wasi. It's amazing. The bathroom, for the size the thing is, the bathroom is amazing. It absolutely amazing. And all the bells and whistles you want, and Italian leather. It's not cloth. I mean, it's really well thought out. It's super comfortable. Just look it up online. Owasi. Wingham. Wingham. Wingham is the manufacturer. Look it up. You'll be impressed. Wayne Macau, 69 years for Sharon and me. Lord, we feel 50 most of the time. Now, when you say 69 years, married or 69 years old? So we're the same age if you're 69. Rarely. It says I have a huge bucket list, but it pales in comparison to this. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, mine too. I keep adding to mine. As time goes by, I go, I need to throw that in that bucket. I really want to do that too. I still want to hang glide. I still want to. Marie says I'm crazy. I still want to hang glide. Frog King, McAllister, G models. Yes, that's what they have. Yeah, I figured that. I know my stuff. I do my homework. I looked and I'm looking, and for the price, and those are in the 140 to 180 range, depending on the amenities you get. I don't want a propane stove. I want an induction. I want an induction stove. I want a microwave convection oven. I want a nice refrigerator. It doesn't have to be too big because chances are we'll be eating out. I'm not going to live in this thing, so I don't need a side-by-side freezer refrigerator in this thing. I don't need that. I've traveled enough to know that you travel light when you're traveling. And with a reasonable refrigerator, you can get the things you need for the day, and then you're driving around, you stop over here, and you go, oh, man, let's go there and get some of that. And then you make your stuff in your home if you want, or you just eat out on a picnic table. I'm easily pleased. I don't have to have all the bells and whistles. Comfortable bed and a reliable engine and transmission. I'm cool with that. Riley, ED, did you fall? I think, yeah, you got embarrassed. Dry Creek, they're laughing. Riley, mine keeps growing as well. I need 2 buckets now. 69 years old, so we're the same age. Wayne, how about that? Never thought I'd make it this far, not with my lifestyle before, but now I'm old. I don't have the same aspirations as I did when I was young. My ambition almost killed me when I was young. Still ambitious, though. Sandy B, have you ever done? Yes, there's a video. Miss Marie and I did zip lines. Go to Vacation Station TV, go to the playlist, look under zip lines, and you'll see Miss Marie's very first time zip line. She was a blast. The first line down, she screamed all the way down, and it is on audio. Her head cam and mine. It was funny as hell. And after that, she laughed the whole time. She really enjoyed it. First, she was scared. She was so scared of what it was going to be like. And I mean, if it was not safe, I wouldn't allow her to go on it. I would say, no, neither one of us are going to do it. But they're safe. Smoky Mountain zip lines. It's in Pigeon Forge, and it's right if you turn at the Marathon gas station, which is at the very end of Pigeon Forge. You go up that road 1 mile, and it's right there. Smoky Mountains Zip Lines. Great place. There's Ed. Blaine, I'm over here supporting the channel. Riley, smart move. We're propane in the RV, but use induction inside Blackstone, outside of... Yes, yes, yes. I figured it out. See, now, if you look to the left there, you see those big coaches. And mine was a 40-footer. My God, there's 3 in a row and a travel trailer. Here, let me show you. There. Come on, it's focusing on the drops on the window. There you go. They're coming in. Those are nice, too. Each, first one and second one have at least 2 pop-outs on this side and probably another one on the other side. This one coming up here, which is an Expedition, has a 1 on, no, 2. It's got a bedroom, east-west bedroom, and a living room one. See them? I mean, they're nice. The problem I had was that you can't go everywhere. You got to remember that you've got this thing that's 12, almost 13 feet high. It could be even bigger, depending on the home you have, the coach you have. And you got to watch what bridges you go under. You can't get gas stations. You got to go to special gas stations. Many parks, if it's over 38 feet, you can't park there. And some of the newer ones will allow up to the large coach, 40, 45 foot. But you got to go to those places. And I want the freedom to go anywhere I want to go, turn anywhere. And I could tell you this thing that I'm looking at, the Owasi from Wingham, 17.9 feet long. From 40 feet, 17.9, and it'll sleep 4 comfortably. Not that I'd ever have 4 people sleeping in my Class B, but it's very comfortable for 2 people. Check it out and look at the craftsmanship on the inside, the way that the Italians do it. Really well done. Very nicely done. Super comfortable. All the little things you need. And we'd be on the road just a few days, maybe a week at the most. And I don't want to stay in a hotel because I don't like to lay where other people have laid. You call it weird or whatever you want to call it. But I want to lay my body where my body lays, and that's it. I don't want somebody's stinky ass feet, at the end of the bed coming wafting back up me, or maybe they had crotch rot or something. You lay in the bed and go, what the hell is that stank? No, I don't want anything to do with it. Let me know if you looked it up. Wayne, look it up online there and tell me what you think. Owasi, it's the 540.1. 540, it's the Owasi 540.1 from Wingham. W-I-N-G-M-A-N-N. Wingham. No M. W-I-N-G-A-M-M. Wingham. It's an Italian company. Virginia says ziplining is on my bucket. And you should do it. Because I could tell you, when we were there was a lady who was 80 years old, and she ziplined. And I was shocked. And laughing the whole way, her and her husband. Laughing the whole way. That's a ballsy lady. That's what I like. The 2 of them were really nice people. And they were ziplining. How could you not love that? And Riley's checking on Ed. Thanks a lot, Blaine. I need checking on. Riley, did you change your name? Probably. Wayne says, I had a massive heart attack in 2018, almost cashed it in. However, I listened to my doctors and my body. Now heart healthy. Smart guy, Wayne. Listen to your body. It always tells you. It warns you. It warns you in the weirdest ways, but it does warn you. I've had 5 heart attacks. You've heard the stories. I've had 5 already, and I don't plan on having number 6. I think they corrected everything. But it was my fault. For the most part, it was my lifestyle. Oh, there's a 5th wheel. North Point. I don't know anything about a North Point. Not a thing. A lot of people coming into town. Holy mackerel. Ed, don't blame it. I'm still Ed. Riley says, I'm a Prevost man. Prevost, and correct me if I'm wrong, they originated bus. They were the bus lines. They catered to the big diesel buses that for like in cities for transit and other things. They're known for that. Prevost, and what's the other one? Um, I can't think of the name. I can see it, but there's two that are really. If you can get one of those, but you're going to pay dearly for this. You're going to be paying 400,000 to 600,000, and then if they're really decked out, 1 million, 2 million. I used to live not far from um, a manufacturer. It was in what was the name? God, I could see the plant and everything. But it was right outside of Dade City in Florida. It was like one something. And they made custom made, and it was funny because I used to go up there just to look, and you see all the rock stars and country stars are having their coaches made $3, $4, $5 million. Now, holy mackerel. I mean, these things did everything but fly. Ron says our 45-foot fifth wheeler, 13.6 tall. Yeah, that's getting close to the maximum. Um, we have to use RV GPS. Yes, you got to use RV GPS to let you know the routes you can take. Yeah, last thing you want to do is go down a road you can't get out of. You see a 9-foot bridge coming up ahead and go, I don't think we're going to make that. We're going to have a convertible, and then you get stuck. And I remember all that, going down the wrong roads, and oh man, I shouldn't have done this. And that's before GPS. When I had it, it was when was that? It was in the 90s, early 90s, and smartphones were just kind of coming out, and GPS sucked at best, and they didn't have all the bells and whistles they have now as far as being able to get around. Rod says, I almost crashed as well, Wayne McAllister, at 39 years old. That's not a good feeling. Had to make a few changes. Yeah, diet is everything. Intake is everything. If you're eating enough for 6 people in one sitting, you really need to take a look in the mirror, take a picture of your fat ass, and say, what did I do? Why do I look like this? Why do I feel like this? Why am I doing that? And you'll find it's rooted in something in your head. Usually there's an issue that you haven't worked out, maybe a mommy-daddy issue, a relationship issue, personal issue, but there's an issue. If you got to eat like a pig, a glutton all the time, there's an issue. It's not about being hungry or I'm a big guy. No, dinosaurs are big. You're just a guy that has a fat ass. And it doesn't help living in a place like this. A tourist place where every corner there's something decadent that you can eat, and you just keep eating and eating. And a milkshake isn't enough. You got to have a milkshake that has all this crap all around it. This I did it the other day. It's a milkshake with a big old piece of cake on it, and then the outside had sugar and sprinkles. I go, why are you eating that? What are you, an idiot? What, you need the hits that much? You need the clicks that much? You're sacrificing your health, the body God gave you, so you get a couple hundred hits? I mean, that's foolhardiness. Wayne saying, Rayleigh, how are you doing now? I'm totally heart healthy, eating exercise 5 days a week, pills for life, feel amazing. That's one thing I can say, though. I don't take any more pills. None. And I have, to remind me, I have a medicine cabinet filled with stuff my doctors have prescribed to me. And when I saw that, I don't know when it was a while ago, I looked in there and I said, there's no way I'm going to do this the rest of my life, because there's, as you know, there's side effects for everything you're taking. And if you're taking statins, stop. Talk to your doctor, tell them to give you an alternative. Give a statin alternative. Statins now are really, really, really dangerous. They cause strokes, heart attacks, dementia. I mean, all sorts of crap. Just tell the doctor, I don't care what he says, you want an alternative, a statin alternative. A little bit safer. San Antonio, thank you. There it is. Jake Snake's winner chicken dinner. San Antonio. Right out of right near where the college is. What the hell is St. Leo College? Yes, San Antonio. What is that thing called? It's that's all they do is make custom coaches. Wow, and to watch them, it's amazing. Jake says I drove past every. No kidding. So you know right one the Flying J, right? There's the Flying J, and right behind that is the place that's there, whatever it's called. Jake thinks on the way to Zephyr Hills. That's right. My God, you're talking my neighborhood. How about that? Jake Snakes. That's my old neighbor. That in Wesley Chapel. Ray says, I'm trying to wait, McAllister. Was happy today. Lost 10 pounds. Excellent. Since my last checkup, just under a month. Keep it up. Really, keep that up. Blaine, you got to keep doing it, man. I know it's not what you want to hear, but if you love your wife and you love life, you'll do it. You know, if you don't love life and you don't love your wife, go out and eat, a triple burger with 6 pounds of bacon on it and tell me how wonderful it is. And everybody loves bacon, but there's a limit to what you should be eating, what you should consciously be stuffing down that pelican face of yours. One says we're only supposed to eat just what's fit in our. Yeah, that's right. A fistful. I've heard that over here. What can be in one hand? That's a portion. Ha! When was the last time you saw anybody in this area who does food reviews eat a handful of anything? Maybe a handful of mints on the way out the door, right? I hear a siren. Wow. Wayne, you lost 60 pounds and then kept it off for 5 years. Congratulations. 60 pounds, that's a child. You lost something attached to you. You can see in the distance there. There it is. It's coming by. You'll see it in a second. That's the fire department. I hear another, so I'm assuming an ambulance is not far behind. Blaine says marathon. That's it. Marathon coaches. Thank you. Marathon coaches. Well, you guys are on the ball. You're remembering stuff I can't remember. It's been so long. I used to go up that way all the time. There's a great restaurant there. Let me see if you remember it. Pancho Villa? Do you remember Pancho Villa? That's a Mexican restaurant run by authentic Mexicans in a cool house that's got to be 100 years old. And I think there's only seating for like 20 people, maybe 15. But I'll say more like 20. The best fajitas I've ever had in my life. Never found anybody to make Mexican food the way they did. Anything I had, any food I had was made right in the kitchen. You could look in the kitchen, watch these cute little old ladies mixing up everything and making it, it wasn't a chain, one store. Pancho Villa. If you go there, St. Leo is the town. It's a very small little place. It's probably not even a quarter mile long. That's where the St. Leo College is. And go to the Pancho Villa. Wow. Wayne says, Sharon and I have gotten to the habit of ordering number one meal and sharing it. Good idea, especially down there. Portions are way too much. Yeah, they are. For some people, it's never enough, Some people eat theirs and then eat their wives as well. And then they go, oh, it's take home. It never even made it to the car. It's an empty styrofoam box. Who are you kidding? When you lose your neck and you can count your chins, you really need to rethink your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Riley says, yeah, what was that we were talking about? Not eating much. So Golden Corral. No, I never, we've been there a few times, but I found, for whatever reason, when I go there, some of that food is processed, and I pay for that. I pay for upset stomach, growling all night long in my stomach. So I said, no, I'm not going there anymore. We cook a lot at home, and I don't mind cooking. I love cooking, and so does Miss Marie. So we always have fresh food. Like tonight, Miss Marie, this is the second guy that backed up out here. I don't understand that. She's going to be making. I got a ham, but I don't eat pork, and she's not eating pork either. But we're making a baked ham, Asian style, and then we're giving it away. We're giving it to a family that needs it. So we're cooking it all up. We're going to videotape it, and then bring it to a family. And that's, to me, that's good. That's what I should be doing more often, not eating it, because it's not good for you. It's really not. And I suffer. If I have too much pork, too much red meat, too much, I suffer. So I just don't eat it. And Wayne says, then we don't feel bad about getting dessert. We don't do the dessert. Never been a dessert freak. Occasionally a cookie here and there. Made a bunch of cookies the other day. Gave Funtime Freddy a whole bunch of them. He came over and said, take all the cookies to the kids. And it was Denise and Ross said, eat the cookies, eat the cookies, eat. And then the rest went out to the raccoons. They love cookies. Wayne says, yeah, I don't go there either. I thought Taco Bell was bad. Oh, don't. Those places will give you a bad time. Yeah, it's not. It's all processed. Anything on this row is processed. Got to remember, even these restaurants, the food that they serve you, a lot of it is processed food that has all sorts of chemicals in it and nitrates to keep it fresh. It's not good for your body. Try to get as much fresh as you can. If you like meat, go to a butcher. Pay a couple of bucks more. At least you know it's not gone through a chemical process to get where it's at. You don't want hormones if you're getting chicken, which I buy a lot of chicken. I like Purdue chicken and Tyson chicken. They don't use antibiotics and they don't use hormones. You get that cheap, 300 pounds of chicken breast for $1.99. You're going to have breasts bigger than Aunt Edna. You eat enough of that chicken because it's full of hormones. You're going to wake up and you're going to need a double D cup bra. Don't eat that stuff. Wayne says, I'm going to start doing that. You got to do it. You got to rewire your brain. The biggest problem I have is Cokes. Soda, last time, 1985, that's the last time I had a soda. Love Coke. Bad for you. Bad boy. I guess it's better than, what kind of stuff I still... It's better than white kind. Oh, yes, the powder you mean talk about. Get off the Coke. The reason you like it is because you're addicted to it. You're addicted to the sugar content. It's a drug. It's going to hurt. When you get off of it, you're going to Jones. I'm sure of it. I know I did because in radio I was drinking 64 ounces. I had a Thunder mug full of, what was I drinking? Dr. Pepper. All the time. Always had it. And went out, and I wasn't very far from a shop and go. So I would take my car, run up and get a refill because it was cheaper to do the refills. And I'd be just sitting there drinking this stuff, and I felt like crap all the time. Felt good while I was drinking it, but after a while, going, oh. And then finally there's a picture of me somewhere on one of the videos where I'm just huge. And I felt like crap all the time. That's when I had my first heart attack. That ain't happening again. Virginia, I love making desserts and giving them away. Yeah, doesn't that feel good, Virginia? You make it and then you give it to somebody. And they appreciate it because you went through that effort to make something for them. And we're going to be making some other stuff. And in fact, I gave away, I forget how many show pows I made. Remember show pow, I can't remember the second part. The show pows are buns with the meat and stuff in them. And the first batch we made had pork. They're made from pork. And so I tried one, and for 4 days I suffered. I had one show. It's a bun with meat in it. 4 days I was hurting. My joints were killing me. Had a headache. My joints were throbbing. So froze them all up and then handed them out. Brought them to some people who needed them and gave it to them, and they enjoyed it, which is fine. Show pow. There's a second name to that. Show pow. It's a Tagalog name. Dry Creek. Jeff made some good chocolate chip. Yeah, did you like those chocolate chip cookies? Weren't they good? The burnt ones and the good ones. I love the burnt ones, and that's why I made them, because I love burnt ones. I had a few of those, and then just I did frisbees to the raccoons. I frisbeed them down the deck, and they gobbled them up. And I enjoyed that. I had fun. I had my little sweet treat that sated me for a few minutes. I think tonight for dinner we're having salmon, because I bought a big piece of salmon, and we'll bake it, broil it, lemon and lime, and I don't know what else she's going to make with that. She usually some sort of Asian vegetable. Blake says we have 10 acres. We have thought about raising our own animals. That's a good idea. And also raising your own crops too. Miss Marie wants me to put a greenhouse in, but I can't. The only place I could put it in, and Denise, you know where I'm talking about, where the barbecue was. There's a 4 posts and a roof where there was a hot tub and a barbecue. I got rid of the barbecue. Maybe Funtime Freddy will help me get rid of that. And it's out on the driveway, tucked in the bushes. And make a greenhouse out of that, because the structure is already there. I just have to frame it in with the windows and stuff, and then I can put in planters and start growing my own stuff. I may do that. I've been talking about it long enough. I really should probably just do it. Won't take too long to do. Wayne says, love cooking at home. I did buy rotisserie chicken from Sam's. Okay. Fresh corn on the cob, broccoli, and brown rice tonight. Sounds like a good meal to me. They make pretty good rotisserie chickens, and they're cheap too. Great place to get a rotisserie chicken here. If you want a really tasty chicken, B51. Remember that name, B51. It's a Peruvian rotisserie chicken. Oh, man, succulent. That you could tell that they marinated that chicken for a long time before they put it in that rotisserie. Super full of spices and taste and juice. And it's not any more expensive than getting like a Walmart chicken. Often I'll go there and just grab the chicken. I don't get any of the meal. I says, give me one of them chickens, take it home, and then make some vegetables. And the meal is there. It's a complete meal. There's a fifth wheel. Sandy B, do you know any good butcher in the area? I've been looking for one. Depends on what you want. Swaggerty's is down in Kodak, and that's a plant. That's a butchering plant. I know that at Sun Asian grocery store in Knoxville, they do butchering right there. They'll butcher to order too. Beef, chicken, duck, fish, anything. If it's meat, if it's got a face or a mother, they'll butcher it. I did a commercial for this feed place in Dade City, Farmers Feed. Great guys, real country folk, and they had a really nice place, and they said, make me a commercial. And it was a radio commercial. And I remember I just sat down and I was wondering, how am I going to structure this? And I closed out the commercial. If it's got a face or a mother, Farmers Feed has got what you need. And that they still use that to this day. If it's got a face or a mother, Farmers Feed has got what you need. And he laughed. He goes, my God, it's got a face or a mother. Water, tea, and coffee. Yep, a lot of water. I drink a lot of water. I drink my well water. I don't do the bottled water stuff because I'm afraid of the PHBs. And my well water is filtrated. It's good. It's tasty. It's 1,200 feet down in the earth. It's good water. Cold water. Virginia said, I gave up diet sodas 2 years. Good for you, girl. You shouldn't be drinking any soda whatsoever. Get off the soda. And diet sodas has aspartame, which is known. It's a fact, a scientific fact. It causes dementia, causes all sorts of neurological disorders. It's known. So why would you drink poison? Because it's sweet and tastes good. Wait, I want Miss Marie's fried rice. Yeah, she may make that tonight too, because she wanted to make chicken fried rice again but with a little different spin to it. And I did use on the Miss Marie's chicken fried rice, Joshy and Stacy's Wicked Candy. And man, did that make that rice scream good tasting. Really did. It is more than a barbecue sauce. Wicked Candy. I put a little of that on the rice. Man, did that make it different. And I ate it all up. They were good. Yep, Dry Creek stuff. Fred Davis, hey Jeff, just came across and said, hope you're all good. Yep, Miss Marie, we're doing fine, Fred. We're doing excellent. I said, yeah, my wife was looking at the stuff, some veggies. Yep, plant stuff. She actually just said, I forgot to go to the co-op store and get a few things, start a few crops. Yeah, why not? You still got time. You can plant now. You'll get a crop. You'll yield something. Robin Thompson says, I love canning my own vegetables. I have never tried that, and I wouldn't mind trying. I guess if I build the, as Miss Marie calls it, green home, not a greenhouse. She said, you going to build that green home? I go, what? Our house is, it's wood. It's brown. It's a green home. And then finally it settled in my head, greenhouse. Rotisserie is yummy. This is from Rayleigh from Blaine. He said, get at least 2 or 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Because I'll take some of the breast and a wing, and then Miss Marie will have hers, and the rest I'll make like a small little chicken salad out of it. Very good. Sam's Club, $4.98. This is from Wayne. $4.98, and it's a little over 6 pounds. Boy, that's 2 days worth of meals. Yes, it is 6 pounds. That's a lot of chicken there. You could do a lot with 6 pounds of chicken. Ningles World. Nate, how are you? Hey, guys and gals. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Samuel Wilkinson. Hello. Wayne, our ground is total clay. It's like gardening. Yeah, you have to, in containers. 13 different varieties of tomato, onion, peppers, beans, squash, cucumbers, okra, potatoes. Oh, you name it, I have it. Excellent. That's smart. That's the way to do it. I would have to, where I am, I would have to put it in a greenhouse because of the raccoons. Couldn't have any vegetables. Rabbits, raccoons, some deer, and the bear. I'd have to put it in an enclosed environment where they couldn't get to it. That's the only, so it wouldn't be too big. It's, I want to say the room itself is probably 15 by 12. So I could put in the containers, make the tables in a U shape around the inside, and put my 6 inches of dirt in there and stuff. And I already have water there, and a drain. It's already there. And put a little sink in there, one of those tub sinks, and just do the vegetables there. I probably will. Get off my lazy ass. Blaine says we're thinking of doing some raised bed. Yeah, you got to. The dirt around here isn't really conducive for growing crop unless you're in a low-lying area or an old farmstead. Dry Creek is saying hello to Nathan. Wayne McCall, the chicken is huge. Wayne says, I have to put chicken wire, over my plants until they're mature. Yeah, I bet, oh man. If I grew them outside on the property, one night would go by and there would be nothing left. They'd pull up the plants right by the roots and everything, just the way they are. Don't like it, but I'd have to enclose it. I've got electricity in there and all that stuff, so I could put the grow lights in there, have power. I could put fans in there to keep the place aerated properly. I guess I just got to do it. Oh, golly. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I got to get to Bargain Barn now before they close. I'm going to close in a couple of minutes. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. 2 hours of fun. It was a non-stop ride of gasps and giggles, and I appreciate that. Wayne says, right, I'm going to take a tree out this fall and do raised beds next year. Yeah, it's the best way to do it. Raise your beds off the ground, then put your chicken wire over them, or you can build a cage on hinges with railroad ties. A friend of mine did that, and I go, that was ingenious. And he had raised beds, and he raised them with railroad ties. I believe, from memory, 2 railroad ties high. Put in all the dirt, and he did his compost and everything. and then at the one end, it was rectangular, and at one end he put hinges and built a box with wire mesh, really good wire mesh, not chicken wire, really good wire mesh, and had a little hasp on the front. When he wanted to do his work, he lifted it up. He had a little pole on a screw that lifted up. He was able to weed and do all that, then lower it down, and nothing got in there. Nothing got in there. Gary 2R, see all, love you, mean it. I need to do that more. Love you, mean it. Wayne McCallum, I appreciate that. Robin, have a great evening. Thank you. Riley saying, good to see you all. See you all next time. Bye. Yes, we will. Samuel, gotta go. Thanks. And check out Miss Marie. Please check out Miss Marie's channel, Panay in the Smoky Mountains. Pinay in the Smoky Mountains. She just put up a couple of videos. Support her channel, please. I would appreciate that. And you all love Miss Marie. Support her channel. Subscribe, like, and comment. She'd love that. She loves to hear from you, and she does reply to everything. And she's much more diligent at it than I am replying. As you know, I'm really slow at that, and I apologize, but you know how I am. So please check out Panay in the Smoky Mountains. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye, guys. Love you. Mean it.